What's going on, YouTube? It's your Troy Rock Combo, aka the Professor on the 6. Got a good ranked game here. I played pretty good defense. My offense this game was but my defense was able to keep me in the game. Once again, I'm trying to face catch with Marius Thomas, and for whatever reason, this dude does not like to face catch. He always gives a stupid animation. But anyways, so yesterday was college football Saturday, and I had a wedding to go to. Who schedules a wedding in the fall? Oh my gosh, man. So, I had to go to the wedding, missed most of the college football, but I did get home right when the fourth quarter started of both the Ole Miss and Mississippi State game. My wife's from Oxford, Mississippi, and she actually graduated from Mississippi State, and, so she hates Ole Miss, and I hate Ole Miss from going to the game, and, because I went to Alabama Ole Miss game, it was about a month ago now, and all those Ole Miss fans were just heckling at me after they won, so I was kind of rooting on Auburn, if you can believe that, mainly because if Ole Miss has 2 losses, then Alabama has a clear path to the SEC championship game, and therefore, it doesn't matter how much you hate Auburn, I'm going to go for them because it benefits Alabama. So all Alabama fans who say, no, I can't go for Auburn no matter what, it's foolish. Auburn also did a good thing by beating K-State. That's a really good for that win for the SEC, and if a second team needs to try to get into the college football playoff, that's a really key win. Anyway, so college football Saturday, it was a wild Saturday. I was really pulling for West Virginia against TCU. It was a crazy game. I did not get to see the end, but I saw how West Virginia got tight, didn't play to win, and ran the ball 9 out of the last 10 plays, I believe. Had to do a lot of punting, and TCU made them pay with a game-winning field goal. But on to the game of the night, game of the year so far, probably, the Ole Miss-Auburn game, man. Back-and-forth shootout, fourth quarter, and is there a worse way? Okay, what was I thinking, right? So listen. So I had shoe clock on. There was like 30 seconds left. Come out in a play, and shoe clock brought it down all the way to in the half. So instead of going up by 2 scores to end the half, I completely screwed up. Has anybody else done that? Put shoe clock on and not even realized it had done something stupid like that? I would hate to lose a game like that, but I've never done that. Just go into halftime. I think I've done that twice now this year. But as you can see, my defense has been stellar, keeping me in the game, keeping my offensive mistakes to at bay and kind of hiding them. So there's not a worse way to lose a game than what Ole Miss did. So they're pretty much out of the SEC West competition now to try to go to the SEC championship game. They lost hope for making it to the playoffs, and they also lost their best player, who had fumbled because he completely looked like he tore up his ankle really bad going into the end zone, literally like 2 feet, and then he scores, and Ole Miss likely will beat Auburn and have their playoff hopes still alive. Overall, that was a crazy play. I feel really bad for Treadwell. I mean, he was a stud receiver. I believe he's from Chicago as well, but he has a promising future. He's not draft eligible until next year, so hopefully he'll have a speedy recovery. You never want to see any team lose because of injury, or you don't want to see your opponent play a game and they don't have their best players available. That's how I've always felt. Like I want the best. I hated when Colt McCoy got hurt against Alabama. I would have liked to have seen that, but it is football. It's a physical game and stuff like that happens. So what a terrible loss. And Dak Prescott, I still think he's the leader for the Heisman until Mississippi State loses. I mean, he's on one leg. He took off his boot to play in the game, and Arkansas is a tough out. They can control the line of scrimmage, they can control the game, and so I thought that was a good win by Mississippi State. They made the plays that they had to, and I'm telling you, man, when you're number 1 in the nation, it's a lot of pressure. You got to bring your A game. Everybody comes gunning for you. Dot. And Alabama's had that on their shoulder for the last few years, so it's tough, man. You got to bring your A game every single week. I think that was a good quality win from Mississippi State. But other than that, another note, Navy, had a good game against. Look at this Hail Mary play, man. Hail Mary is just such a glitch. It's annoying. Navy had a good run against Notre Dame. They couldn't pull it out. But then Penn State lost to Maryland, I think 17-16. I think Penn State's lost like 4 in a row. That loss that Ohio State had against Virginia Tech, and then that very close win in overtime against Penn State is just looking worse and worse for Ohio State. Even if they beat Michigan State, I mean, that schedule was very, very weak, and they're number 16 right now, so I don't think they have a chance to make it into the playoff. Michigan State, I think this is their opportunity. They need to put a beat down on Ohio State if they want any chance to make it in that top 4. But as my opponent is trying to hit me up with a Hail Mary once again, it is unsuccessful. I come out with the win, mainly because of my defense, getting some good stops. I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know what you thought of the college football week and who is in your top 4 currently.